SkyLet'sShayWellfire.com, Final Days Report, episode 259. I want to deconstruct the Bilderberg meeting that took place in 2023 and really construct their strategy to bring in this beast system, this one world government. I mean, it is nefarious. When you go over the players in the agenda items, it is wicked. So this is a deep dive in who attended and what is the agenda. It's moving fast, my friends. But the Bilderberg meeting is an annual off-the-record forum established in 1954 to foster dialogue between Europe and North America. And I remember a lot of these meetings that were secretive were considered a conspiracy many, many years ago. And when you deep dive the attendees and the agenda, folks, it's a 360-degree assault on you via the media, entertainment, politics, law, policy, education, big pharma, technology, military. Even the World Economic Forum is there, energy, business, banking, and think tanks. All of these different disciplines, these professions, these industry thought leaders attended this meeting. Folks, they're moving fast for this AI, one language, one religion, one world government system with quantum computers and artificial intelligence running it. Ultimately, the Antichrist will be hooked up to this in our ministry's point of view, and you'll be forced into this transhumanism hive mind system when you take the mark of the beast, if you take the mark of the beast. But let's reverse engineer the 7 key takeaways. And I want to show you who's attending. First of all, they're pushing for centralized one world government. Really, when you look at the participation of these influential government officials, and I think this is illegal, and thought leaders, the Bilderberg Group advocates for policies that promote centralized governments aiming to consolidate power and decision-making at a global level. Some of the attendees, of course, the president of the World Economic Forum, you can't make this up, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Director of National Intelligence from the United States, no business being at this meeting. Of course, Henry Kissinger is there as well. The second strategy is technology, this AI beast system. If you follow our ministry, we think this AI beast system is the fake God. It's going to be omnipresent and run everything. You need to think about this. With advancements in artificial intelligence, AI, and surveillance technologies, and true collaboration between the Bilderberg Group and powerful entities lead to the development of an extensive AI-powered monitoring system, commonly referred to in our ministry as this beast system. This system will be used to track and control individuals, eroding personal property and autonomy. Next, you need to think about who's actually attending this meeting. Well, none other than Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI. And I found this article. I thought this was interesting. Sam is a prepper. Let's read. Meet OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, who learned to code at 8, so he's a genius, and is a doomsday prepper with a stash of gold, guns, and gas masks. You got to ask the question, why? Also in attendance for this AI beast system, the CEO of Microsoft Corporation, you have Eric Schmidt, really the former CEO of Google and involved in the tech world. You have another global artificial intelligence company leader there, CEO, and the director of Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency of the United States. You cannot make this up, my friends. Next, we have economic control, the third point, the agenda of the Bilderberg Group. The involvement of influential business leaders that within the Bilderberg Group contribute to the implementation of global economic policies aimed at exerting control over financial systems and resources. This includes the adoption of centralized digital currencies, CBDCs, as a means of monitoring and controlling financial transactions, potentially limiting individual economic freedom. And I'm going to say absolutely limiting economic freedom. If you follow our ministry, we talk about central bank digital currencies all the time, how it's programmable. It's really a programmable voucher. And I've mentioned this on probably 3 or 4 podcasts about the Trilateral Commission. This is an article that talked about how there's a new world order financial system that started in 2023 that is going to be industrial policy based, moving from free markets. This is communism, my friends. This is corporate communism. So within this meeting, we have the board of Deutsche Bank, a huge bank, the CEO of an SAS company for specializing in financial consulting. When I read that, an SAS company, it just reminded me of programmable money. Then you have the leader of Goldman Sachs. So you have big money there. That's the central bank digital currency crowd. right? They just launched Fed Now that will track every transaction in the United States, if not the world, because the central bankers are going to be running the world with their central bank digital currencies. Number 4, controlling the media and education. This is, again, a 360-degree assault where everything that we touch, hear, and see will be manipulated. So we have the editor-in-chief of Bloomberg here. We have Sage Works Production for creativity to give the message on a creative standpoint. We have a professor of economics, energy science engineering from Stanford. I mean, on and on and on. Next, we have carbon dioxide control. If you follow our ministry, there's a 2-front strategy to control the people. And really, it's a eugenic strategy from the Club of Rome. 1, humans are the disease spreaders and must be controlled and tracked. We saw that with the pandemic. And 2, humans are the polluters. You breathe carbon dioxide, my friend. If there's a war on carbon dioxide, there's a war on you. But we have Z Hero, a net zero solution for low-cost energy. And we have some of the big boys, Shell, this multinational oil company, right? This is where it gets really wicked. We have the military arm, control the people. I think this is the rise of Skynet. I'm working on how robots will be introduced to people around the world for good, and it is wicked, my friends. So we have the Supreme Allied Commander of Europe, Secretary General of NATO, Senior Director of Strategic Planning, National Security. I mean, you get the point. I'm just covering some of these people. And number 7, we have technologies for transhumanism. This DNA manipulation. We have the CEO of Pfizer and the CEO of Merck. Why Big Pharma is there is we just witnessed the poison poke. And if you are not awake, people were showing up as Mac IDs. And sure enough, the genes have been defiled. We have genetically modified humans. This is as the days of Noah. That's a marker that we know we're in the end of days. And if you're not awake, I highly suggest you get my book, Seal 1 is Open, that primes the 4th beast system that Daniel spoke of, and also in the book of Revelation, that is iron, graphene oxide mixed in clay, the seeds of men will not cleave. The seeds of men will not cleave to the old Roman Empire. That makes 0 sense. The seeds of men will not cleave to this AI hack, this bioeconomy that they're setting up. Noah Harari, the futurist working with the World Economic Forum, said, we're going to measure you under the skin. And COVID-19 allowed them to do that. Free will is dead, Noah Harari says. They want to hook you up to the hive mind, my friends. Let's summarize the Bilderberg Group agenda. Centralized one world government. We mentioned just a few of the players. Number 2, technological AI beast system, which is part of this AI system, quantum computers. Anything quantum is beast tech, right? They have to launch 5G, 6G. That's the fake Holy Ghost. Economic control, central bank digital currencies. They just launched Fed Now July 1st. I was at a bank. I actually had a bunch of checks stolen from me. Had to close my bank account. And I started talking to some of the lead bankers there. Tell me about Fed Now. Tell me about central bank digital currencies. This local bank had no clue about what is coming. I was blown away. And oh, by the way, within the banking economic control, Peter Thiel was there. Thought that was interesting. I did not mention him when I went through the list. Number 4, control the message, right? They want a one world government. The amount of educators and media at this meeting was over the top. Number 5, carbon dioxide control. You breathe carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is not bad. Number 6, military arm control. The military was there. I think this is the loading of Skynet, military commanders. And last, the transhumanism agenda. Those are the 7 points of the Bilderberg agenda that will bring in this beast system.